Our verse of the day comes from Psalm 139:7. I can never escape from your spirit. I can never get away from your presence. David is the author of this psalm. And in verses 1 through 18, he talks about the two of the omnis of God. He is omniscient and omnipresent. God knows everything about him, and God is always with him. In verse 7, he says, I can never escape from your spirit. I can never get away from your presence. This is a big deal to have God always near. He goes on to explain how whether he goes up to the heavens, he's there, or he go down in the grave, he's there. He can't even ask the darkness to hide him because he cannot hide from God. Wherever he is, God is. And this is a great thing because this brings comfort. It also brings whatever God has in his toolbox, which is everything, his guidance, his strength, his support, his protection. It brings us whatever we need to get us through any moment, be it good or bad or awful, whether we got ourselves into it or not. God is always there, and that is a great thing because with him being there, we will make it through and be all right. I remember going on a field trip when I taught pre-K to the pumpkin patch, and the kids wanted to go inside of this maze, and I reluctantly allowed them to go, but I made sure that I stood near the exit on top of this log so that I can see them as they move through this maze. And for the most part, they were having a good time, enjoying themselves, even when they hit dead ends, with the exception of one little girl. She was panicking because she could not find her way out, and it was no longer fun to her. I could see it on her face. And so I called out to her. I called her name. And when she heard me call her name, she stopped where she was and she looked up. And that anguish that was on her face switched to a huge smile. Even though she was still stuck in that maze and had no clue as to how to get out, she instantly felt better because she knew I was there. And knowing I was there, she trusted me enough to know that I was going to get her out of that maze. And with my guidance and direction, she was able to navigate her way out of that maze. And the same goes for us. Never forget that God is always with you. And because he is with you, he can get you through whatever you're going through. Lord, we thank you for your presence. Thank you that we can count on you to not only be there, but to help us through whatever situation we are facing. Whenever times get tough, let us be reminded that we are not alone. And with you, we have the power to be victorious in all battles. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and like this video and have an amazing day.